Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn love reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not, as that may be meant for someone else. All right, I'm going to use my Green Witch Tarot. We're going to look at what you may possibly be struggling with. We're going to look at current energies, what you may need to look at, and then future energies as energies that may possibly be coming in for you. I'm using my Green Witch Tarot, and if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, please feel free to check out the links down below. All right, Capricorn and relationship. Ooh, did you just recently have a breakup? Okay. Then we have the Capricorn, the Devil card. We have the Seven of Cups. Maybe you're thinking of a breakup. All right, so let's keep going. We have, for current energies, we have the Knight of Wands. We have the World Tree. We have the Ace of Cups. Future energies, we have the Page of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles and the Moon. Bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot, and that can represent Cancer sign. I feel like, as an overall energy, what I'm feeling is that you've had a breakup with someone, that you've had a breakup, you're working on yourself, and then I feel like that person tries to come back in. And you're like, I don't know if I want to let you back in. Sometimes that happens, like when we have a breakup or we have that time to ourselves, or that, you know, it's, and then that person thinks about it, and then they try to communicate and they try to come back into our lives. But I feel like this is something that you're like, I don't know. Like, you're like, no, I don't think so, right? Because you're working on you. I feel like, so over here, for what you may be struggling with, or what our past energy is, I feel like there was a breakup. Like there was some kind of a breakup with a person. It could have been a toxic relationship. It could have been an unhealthy relationship. It could have been, because we have the bear here that sees the hunter setting the trap, right? And that's the Devil card here. And then we have the Tower here. I feel like it also could be something that maybe you were thinking about a relationship, a breakup that you had in the past. It could be that you were thinking about that, but I feel like it was a breakup that happened in the past. And I feel like right now you're working on yourself, right? You're learning and you're growing. I feel like time has passed, because we have the World Tree, which represents, this is spring, summer, fall, and winter. So I feel like time has passed. And we have the Snake, which represents wisdom and learning, things that you've learned. And with this Knight of Wands, I feel like you've moved on from this situation. You've moved on from this person. Like, you're feeling good, you're feeling better. And sometimes that's what happens, is when we're finally past that person, right? Like, maybe if we have a breakup and we think about them and we're like, oh, we kind of want to get back together with them, we start romanticizing about the relationship or making it out to better than it was. But then we start having enough time to where we're not communicating with this person, that we start focusing on us and we start moving ahead, and we're getting past that person. And then blam, out of the blue, they're knocking at the door, or they're sending us a text message, or they're communicating with us, and we're like, oh boy, you know. And then you have that kind of sickly feeling in the pit of your stomach, and you're like, ugh, you know. It's like, I was past you, I wasn't thinking about you, I've moved on from you. And that's what we have in this future energy here, is we have the Page of Pentacles. Pages is young, new energy, and I feel like you're in a new direction. You're doing new things. You're setting things up the way you want them to be, because this person is the Four of Pentacles, and he's rearranging the Pentacles the ways that he wants, and he has a nice, cozy home. And then someone's at the door. It's like, oh, okay, right? He's rearranging things, because the Pentacles were over here on the wall, but then he's moved them over here. So it's like moving things around. You're moving, you're progressing. And then we have the Sun card, the Moon card. And that's that deception, or being unclear about how you're, you know, how do you want to react to this person? I kind of feel like you're like, whoa, like it catches you off guard, but you're like, hey, I'm focusing on me. Like, I've moved forward. I'm in this new direction. All right. I'm kind of feeling like these cards, so we'll see. Here we go again. Seven of Cups. So we have Seven of Cups. It could be that this person, you know, could have been on your mind, or you were thinking about this past relationship. But I feel like you've moved on from it, right? That you're to calmer water. Six of Swords. Oh, okay. We have the Nine of Wands. I just feel like, because Nine of Wands is feeling tired and kind of hanging in there and trying to, but I feel like you've moved on from this energy. I feel like you've gotten past it. I feel like it's something that, you know, you've let go of, that you've learned from, you've moved on. Ace of Wands, I love Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. You've moved on to a new direction. You've let that relationship go, and you're feeling proud of yourself, because maybe in the beginning it was hard to let go of that relationship or that person, because you were thinking about them all the time, and you know, because you weren't feeling strong enough to be able to let that go, and you were trying to process that. But look at this, I love this, Ace of Swords. We have Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, right? This is a new you. This is a new beginning. You've gotten over that. You've gotten over that past, right? And then here we have the Seven of Swords right below the Four of Pentacles. And I feel like it's that person. I feel like it's somebody who's sneaky or deceptive. I feel like it's a negative energy that's trying to come back in towards you. And sometimes people see that we've gotten better, that we've become stronger, that we're going on our own path. And sometimes people don't want to see us do that, and they try to drag us down. But look at this. We have the Sun card. I love it. It's like, that's funny, because when I said this card here, I said the Sun card, but then I was like, no, it's the Moon card. I was thinking Sun. And now we have the Sun card right below that. So I feel like it's, you know, maybe there's a bit of time where you falter, and maybe you kind of do think about connecting with that person. But then you pull yourself back together and you say, no, I've come a long way. You know, I've done so much work on myself. I've moved past that, and I don't want to put myself back in that energy. And sometimes we do talk to that person, and then immediately we get those old feelings, and we're like, yeah, I know why I left. I know why I needed to leave. I know why that relationship didn't work. I know why I had that tower moment with that person or that situation. And it comes flooding back, and it's like, you know what? I have moved on. So this may be a test for you that's coming in the future. And then we have the King of Pentacles, and I feel like it's being in your own power, right? You feeling powerful, that you're feeling strong, and you feeling confident in that, hey, I'm looking out for myself, right? I'm making the choices that are best for me. So you may have a test coming in the future that will test this work this beautiful work that you've done here, that this forward movement that you've done here. So there may be a test, and sometimes that happens. You know, sometimes the universe tests us to see, are we really over something? Are we really past something? And then I feel like you pass the test with flying colors, right? I feel like, and you get yourself back into the Sun energy, and I love that. So sometimes that happens, but then we realize, hey, I really am making those choices that are best for me. I really have moved past that, and I'm really proud of myself. And that's something that you should be proud of, because that's something that's not the easiest thing to do, because sometimes we fall back in that trap, right? Over here with the hunter and the bear, sometimes we fall back into that trap. Sometimes we've fallen back into it so many times, and then it's finally like, yeah, I'm not going to do that again. And I feel like that's this energy that you're in here. All right. Taking a closer look, I feel like it's kind of seeing those challenges for really what they are. Taking a closer look at this person in this situation that's at the door, right? And really thinking about things before you decide what it is that you want to do. I mean, you have to do whatever you feel is best for you if you want to start a relationship with that person again or not. I feel like this is a test for you. You know, you have to do what you want. But I feel like this reading is for that person, is like, yeah, I see you, and I'm not going to go back into that energy, because I have worked so hard on myself to get myself in a good place, right? To get myself into this Six of Wands and rising above the situation, and having these new, you know, this Ace of Wands and this Ace of Cups energy, and having this Knight of Wands energy, where I've moved away from that. And I've done so much good work for myself. I don't want to go backwards. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.